Hello and welcome back to another Python tutorial. My name's Tom with MasterCode Online. As always, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. I'm pretty excited because we finally made it up to object-oriented programming, and the first step in object-oriented programming is learning how to use a class in Python. Now, I don't want to scare you guys. I know you guys have been through our 130-some tutorials up to this point, and you guys are like, what? Object-oriented programming? I don't know what the hell that is. Don't worry about it. It is not that hard. Alright, so basically what we've been doing in the previous 130-some videos is working with procedure-oriented programming. Even though Python's an object-oriented programming language, we can treat it as a procedure-oriented program where we just basically call functions and stuff like that, manipulate that, and spit it back to us. Now, what object-oriented programming is, it allows us to go ahead and, if you will, create our own objects, alright? It gives us a structure, alright? Think about when they build a ship. You got the frame of the ship, and we're going to throw all our components into that ship, alright? So the ship is our class, and then we throw in our components, and the components could be like an engine, pumps, radar, stuff like that. And you can think of them as our function, alright? Our functions in our ship. So a class normally has functions inside of it. So when we pass something to a class, then we're using those functions to manipulate the data and create a new object out of that class and the functions or the procedures contained inside that class. So that's why I was referring to a ship. So you got the frame of the ship, that's our class, and then inside it you got all the needed mechanics of the ship, and that would be our functions. Okay, so in today's tutorial we're going to get started with a very simple understanding of what a class is by basically just showing you how to call a class or create a class, and then we'll also take a look at something called docstring. And what docstring is, it provides information about our class or functions or methods or modules, alright? But we haven't looked at it until this point, and I saved it for the class because I want you guys to get in the habit when you start writing classes that you start using docstrings. Because when you start going through programs, you're going to look at them and be like, what does this class do? Or, you know, most likely, even when you start writing functions, you might have a bunch of functions, and you might say, well, what's this function do? And that's why we use a docstring. It kind of gives you information. So we're going to look at how to create a class, and then we're going to create a docstring. And then we're going to build off this tutorial moving forward, okay? So, how do we create a class? Well, we use class, the keyword class here, and then instead of writing our class like first class, like we did with functions, where we write the first word and separate it with an underscore, we don't do that with class, alright? Class is something called snake case or camel case, if you will. So basically we do first class, alright? And then we call our colon, alright? So that's how we create a class. Now, usually following the declaration of the class, we should follow it up with the docstring. Alright, and the way we do a docstring is triple quotes like this, alright, and then the first letter of that docstring should start off as a capital, so we can say this is our first class, alright, and then at the end of the docstring you should put a period and close it out with your three quotes, alright, hit return, hit return. Now, you may be wondering, okay, if that's in my program, and I'm working outside my program, outside the code, if you will, how would I know what that docstring says? Well, we could do something like this. We can do first class dot underscore underscore doc underscore underscore. Hit return. There we go. There's our docstring, and it basically says, hey, this is what it is. This is our first class. That's what that was. All right. So we could also do this with modules. So let's think of a module. Let's do a date time. So we'll import date time like that. All right, and then we'll do date time dot underscore underscore doc underscore underscore. First fast implementation of the date time type. All right, so you can call this on probably most modules if the developer followed the proper procedures when creating a module, and you'll be able to get the doc string. You can call this on functions. So if we create a function like define first function like this, and we did first function, oh, we need a period like that, and we go first func dot underscore underscore doc underscore underscore, and we get first function, just like that. Alright, so that's the doc string. And this was our first step into learning classes. So if you have any questions about what a class is, or what a doc string is, or how we use it, please don't hesitate to ask. Otherwise, don't forget to share, like, and subscribe to our channel, and stay tuned for the future object-oriented programming tutorials in Python. See you in the next one.